Do you wake up once, twice, or maybe even 3 times during the night just to use the bathroom? Over 70% of adults over age 60 deal with this exact issue. It's called nocturia, and it's one of the most common, yet least discussed, disruptions to senior health and quality sleep. Surprisingly, in many cases, this nightly bathroom habit isn't caused by age or a weak bladder. It's mostly triggered by one simple mistake that most people make every evening without realizing it. And that mistake is completely fixable with a few small changes. In this video, we'll uncover exactly what that mistake is, why it's keeping you from sleeping through the night, and the natural changes you can make starting tonight to improve your sleep, bladder control, and overall energy. If you care about getting better rest, avoiding medications, and staying healthy without drastic changes, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. Because your health journey deserves real answers, and tonight could be the first night you sleep straight through. Understanding nocturia. Let's start by understanding what's really happening. Nocturia is the medical term for frequent urination at night. And it's not just a minor inconvenience. For seniors, it can seriously impact sleep quality, mood, energy, and even long-term health. Waking up to urinate once in a while is normal. But if it's happening more than once per night, that's a red flag. Interrupted sleep affects more than just how rested you feel in the morning. It puts strain on your heart, increases your risk of high blood pressure, and can lead to cognitive fog and imbalance during the day. For many older adults, this nightly bathroom routine becomes so routine that they assume it's just part of aging. So, what causes nocturia? There are 2 main culprits. First, there are the natural changes that come with age. As we get older, the bladder tends to hold less urine, and the body produces less antidiuretic hormone, ADH, which means more urine is made at night. On top of that, bladder muscles weaken, and certain medications may contribute to this too. In many cases, it's not age alone that's to blame. It's the daily habits and hidden lifestyle factors that trigger or worsen nocturia. Things like what you drink, when you eat, your movement patterns during the day, and, just believe it or not, even your evening salt intake can all impact how your body handles fluids at night. That's why it's important to distinguish between bladder changes due to age and the mistakes we can actually fix. Because the truth is, many cases of nocturia are preventable or reversible, and you don't need to rely on pills or adult diapers to get relief. In the next part of this video, we'll uncover the number 1 mistake that triggers nighttime urination and how you can turn things around with a few simple adjustments. The 1 mistake: drinking fluids too late. The number 1 mistake that causes many seniors to wake up at night to pee is drinking too many fluids too late in the evening. It sounds simple, but timing is everything. When you drink water, juice, tea, or even soup too close to bedtime, your kidneys continue filtering that fluid as you sleep. This fills your bladder while your body is trying to rest, ultimately waking you up, sometimes multiple times, to empty it. Even beverages that seem healthy, like herbal teas, can cause problems if consumed at the wrong time. The issue becomes worse when those drinks contain diuretics, substances that increase urine production. Caffeine, commonly found in coffee, black tea, and even some sodas or chocolate drinks, is a natural diuretic. So also is alcohol, which even just 1 glass of wine can signal your body to produce more urine. And here's what most people don't realize. When the bladder fills up too fast during the night, it also puts pressure on weak bladder muscles. This not only causes urgency, but over time it can actually contribute to bladder dysfunction and make nocturia worse. According to many urologists and geriatric doctors, the best prevention is to cut off fluids 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. That gives your body enough time to process and eliminate excess fluid before you lie down for the night. For example, if your bedtime is 10 p.m., aim to finish your last beverage by 7 p.m. And if you take medications at night, ask your doctor if they're diuretics. You may be able to shift them to earlier in the day. Now, cutting fluids doesn't mean you should drink less overall. Seniors still need plenty of hydration during the day. Just front-load your fluid intake earlier, especially during the morning and early afternoon hours. This simple adjustment alone can significantly reduce the urge to pee at night. But late fluid intake isn't the only reason seniors suffer from nighttime urination. Let's take a closer look at some of the other common causes that could be contributing to your discomfort. Other common causes of nighttime urination. Besides late-night drinking, several medical or physiological conditions can also play a role in why you're waking up to pee. First, let's talk about benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, which affects nearly 50% of men over 60. This condition involves an enlarged prostate, which can press against the urethra and make it harder to fully empty the bladder. As a result, urine builds up, and the bladder signals you to urinate more frequently, especially at night when lying down increases pressure. Another common causes of nighttime urination is the issue of an overactive bladder or weakened pelvic floor muscles, which affects both men and women. These muscles help control urination, and as they weaken with age or due to inactivity, they become less effective at holding urine. Even a small amount in the bladder can trigger the urge to go, leading to fragmented sleep and urgency. Another sneaky cause is a urinary tract infection, UTI. While we often associate UTIs with burning or pain, in older adults, especially women, the symptoms can be subtle. And one of the first signs is frequent urination at night. That's why if your symptoms suddenly increase, it's wise to get a simple urine test to rule out infection. What many seniors also don't realize is that what you eat at dinner can affect your bladder overnight. Specifically, high-sodium meals, like salty soups, canned foods, deli meats, and snacks, cause your body to retain water during the day. Then, once you're lying down, that fluid finally moves into circulation and is sent to the kidneys for removal, leading to more nighttime trips to the bathroom. Lastly, it's worth reviewing your medications. Certain drugs, especially diuretics or water pills, and some blood pressure medications, are designed to eliminate excess fluid, which may spill over into your sleeping hours if taken too late. That's why many doctors recommend taking such pills in the morning, so the effect wears off before bedtime. Understanding the full picture behind nighttime urination helps us take control of it. Whether it's adjusting your fluid intake, reviewing your medications, or checking in with your doctor about prostate or bladder issues, the solutions are within reach. Sleep disruption, or broken sleep. Every time you wake up at night to use the bathroom, whether once, twice, or more, it fragments your sleep cycle. Your body shifts from deep, restorative stages of sleep into lighter ones or even full awakenings. And while it may only take a few minutes to return to bed, your brain and body don't recover instantly. Over time, this disrupts your natural circadian rhythm and impairs your body's ability to repair itself at night. The result is that you wake up in the morning feeling unrefreshed, more tired than before you went to bed. Over time, this can lead to daytime fatigue, poor memory, increased irritability, and even mood swings. But it gets more complicated. Poor sleep raises levels of cortisol, the body's stress hormone. And when cortisol is elevated, it makes your bladder even more sensitive and reactive, creating stronger and more frequent urges to urinate, especially at night. This forms a vicious cycle. You wake up to urinate, your sleep suffers, cortisol rises, and your bladder becomes more active, which leads to more waking. Even worse, a sleep-deprived bladder becomes overactive and irritable, just like your mind and muscles do when rest is inadequate. That's why restoring sleep is not just about comfort. It's a foundational step in breaking free from nighttime urination. And it starts with adjusting a few simple lifestyle habits. Natural solutions to reduce nighttime urination. Now that we've identified the problem, let's explore natural, science-backed solutions you can start today to reduce nighttime urination without relying on medications. First, adjust when you hydrate. Hydrate earlier in the day, especially between breakfast and mid-afternoon. That way your kidneys have plenty of time to process fluids, and your bladder will be mostly empty by bedtime. Try to reduce or completely cut off liquids about 2 to 3 hours before you sleep. Second, avoid common bladder irritants in the evening. These include caffeine, found in coffee, black tea, chocolate, and even some sodas. Also limit alcohol, which acts as both a diuretic and a sleep disruptor. And don't forget about sodium. Salty foods like canned soups, snacks, and processed dinners cause your body to retain water, which is then dumped into your bladder after you lie down. Next, consider bladder training techniques. Try delaying your bathroom trips during the day by just 15 minutes, gradually training your bladder to hold more volume without triggering urgency. Over time, this reduces the need to urinate during the night. You can also incorporate pelvic floor exercises, also known as Kegels. These strengthen the muscles that support your bladder and help you control urges more effectively. Even a few minutes a day can make a real difference in bladder stability. Let's not forget nutritional support. Some natural supplements are especially beneficial for bladder health. For instance, magnesium helps relax the bladder muscles and reduce spasms. Pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc and other compounds that support prostate and urinary health. D-mannose, a natural sugar found in cranberries, helps prevent bacteria from sticking to the bladder lining, especially useful for those prone to UTIs. And here's a pro tip. After dinner, go for a gentle walk or do some light stretching. This helps your body redistribute fluids and stimulates healthy circulation. So less fluid builds up in your lower limbs and migrates to the bladder once you lie down. When all of these strategies come together, hydration timing, better nutrition, movement and bladder training, you give your body a fighting chance at an undisturbed, peaceful night of rest. When to see a doctor. While nighttime urination can often be managed with lifestyle changes, there are times when it's best to consult a doctor, especially when it begins to interfere with your quality of life. If you're waking up more than twice a night to urinate for more than a month, that's a strong sign your body is signaling something deeper. Frequent nighttime trips to the bathroom that persist despite cutting down on evening fluids may point to an underlying health issue. Watch out for symptoms like pain or burning during urination, a sudden sense of urgency, or even accidental leakage. These could indicate a urinary tract infection, UTI, or overactive bladder syndrome, which are both treatable once diagnosed. For men, prostate health becomes a critical factor after 50. An enlarged prostate, known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, can press against the urethra, making it harder to empty the bladder completely, leading to more nighttime trips. Also, if you're snoring loudly or waking up gasping for air, don't ignore these signs. It may be sleep apnea, which not only affects sleep quality, but can trigger frequent urination at night, due to how it disrupts hormonal balance during rest. The good news is, most of these issues can be evaluated with simple blood tests, urine analysis, or imaging scans. A quick consultation can provide peace of mind and open the door to solutions you might not have considered. Don't suffer in silence or assume it's just normal aging. If your symptoms are persistent or worsening, your doctor can help uncover the cause and guide you toward long-term relief. Finally, let's bring it all together. The number one mistake causing so many seniors to wake up at night is drinking fluids too close to bedtime. That one small change, cutting back on liquids 2 to 3 hours before sleep, can make a world of difference in your nightly routine. Remember this: your bladder isn't broken. It may just need better timing, gentler foods, less irritation, and a little retraining. With simple shifts in when and what you drink, more intentional movement, and natural support for your bladder and sleep, you can reclaim your nights and your rest. You deserve that. You're not too old to sleep deeply, feel refreshed, and have energy again. Whether you're 60, 70, or 80, your body is still listening, and it wants to heal. So here's your challenge. Start tonight. Make one small change. Skip the late tea, try some gentle stretches, and give your bladder the rest it deserves. Drop the word rest in the comments if you're ready to finally stop waking up multiple times a night. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a weekly tip that's changing lives, one healthy habit at a time.